You an insurance agent that wants to get into more houses, you want more sits, you want more abilities, okay, given to you, more at-bats so that you can sell more policies? Well, this video is for you. I'm going to share 2 tips with you that are going to help you get more sits, get more presentations so that you can be more profitable in a time-tested and noble profession. So if you're a face-to-face insurance agent, I don't care what you sell, these 2 tips are going to help you get more and take it to the next vertical, the next level in this industry. So before I dive into this with you, JasonFinalExpense.com. I do run a national insurance agency. I partner with some of the most amazing agents across this nation. We sell things like Medicare insurance, life insurance, and annuities, face-to-face, yes, face-to-face, but more importantly in the telespace. So if you need help or you need a good work family to call a home, feel free to reach out, JasonFinalExpense.com. I'll serve you in any way I can. But let me share with you these 2 tips that are going to help you get into more homes and, more importantly, help more prospects, because that's what this industry is really all about. So when you're a face-to-face insurance agent, you're coming up to the door, right? Well, let me tell you, don't ring the doorbell. A doorbell, I know this sounds silly, but tip number 1, a doorbell is for people that don't know them. Never, and I mean never, hit that doorbell. Just don't do it. If someone comes up to your home, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, you're like, nah, who's this schmuck? Okay, that's what your clients are thinking as well. So when you come up to a home or an apartment, never hit the doorbell. A doorbell is for people that don't know them. You're already starting off on the wrong foot. If you're selling insurance, door knocking, or coming up to the appointment on time, okay, and you hit the doorbell, don't hit the doorbell. Just remember, tip number 1, doorbells are for people that don't know them. Just don't do it. So that's tip number 1. Don't hit the doorbell. I want you to knock. Okay, if you're an insurance agent, your friends knock on the door, okay? And I don't want you to knock like, don't do that, okay? When you come up to that door, you need to knock like 5 times, okay? I'm talking like, I want you to knock with some form of authority. Don't be like, knock, knock. Are you there? Don't do that, okay? Some of these older homes, you got to knock a little loud. You're not trying to bang the door down, okay? You're not the 3 Little Pigs story. But I want you to knock 5 times. Bang, 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 bang. Okay? And then I want you to smile at that door. Yes, I said smile at the door. Tip number 2 is this is all about your presentation. How do you present yourself? You don't get a second chance to ever make a positive first impression when you're a face-to-face insurance agent. You just don't. So I want you to put your best face forward. I want you to wear your nicest shirt, a good pair of slacks. They should not be wrinkled. They should not be, okay, having all these hairs on them and look like you just pulled them underneath your bed and yanked them out and who knows what. Okay, your socks better match. You better have a tight, good-looking shirt on. You better be ready to go. It is important that you're polished. It doesn't mean, okay, you're some beauty queen or some, okay, homecoming king. This isn't about that. But you don't get a second chance to make a positive first impression when you're a face-to-face insurance agent. These sweet people are judging you. They are. So you get the mud off your shoes. Polish your shoes, men. Ladies, wear a nice pair of shoes. I'm just saying, because people are paying attention when they open that door. If they look at your feet, they're like, oh, whoa, are you kidding me? Nope. Okay, they are judging you. Wear a matching pair of socks. If you're sitting on the couch with Miss Mary or John and you put your legs over and it's like, ooh, wearing white socks, you kidding me? Wear matching socks, man. I know it sounds crazy, but it is so important that you are polished in these homes if you want to experience more profitability selling insurance. So I hope this content is helping you. By all means, if this is helping you, feel free to like the video and leave a comment. My goodness, if this is helping. But it's so important that tip number 2 is followed because you've got to be polished. You've got to be that professional if you expect a client to take you seriously and a sale to result. So make sure that you're polished, men. Make sure your shirts are ironed, you're tight, get yourself right. You ladies, wear some nice clothes, okay? You men and you women out there, I want you to almost pretend like you're going on a date. If you wouldn't step out of the door looking like that to go on a date, you shouldn't be going on appointments looking like that either, okay? Dash of cologne, shot of perfume, ladies. Okay, make yourself look good, gentlemen. Get rid of your nose hairs. Okay, clean yourself up for goodness sakes. I know there's some men that do face-to-face and it's like, dear goodness, no wonder they won't let you in that house. You have to be sharp. If you want to be a salesman, an insurance salesman, you better look the part and you better look good. So make sure you're poised from a physical standpoint to the best of your ability. All right, look yourself right in the mirror and go, okay, ready to go. You'll feel better about yourself and you actually will sell more insurance when you're face-to-face. So face-to-face is a different dynamic than when you're in the telespace. But this is all about you face-to-face insurance agents delivering value for you. So when you're face-to-face, get tight, get right. When you pull up in the driveway of your car, okay, and you're like, whoop, my car's pulled up in the driveway. Sorry, it's been a long day, gentlemen and ladies. But when you pull up in that driveway in your vehicle, understand these sweet people are peeping on you. They're watching you. They're paying attention to what you're doing in that car. If you don't have tint on your windows, be very cognizant of how you're interacting in that vehicle. Don't be picking your nose. I know it sounds crazy, but don't be doing that. Don't be messing around and like heaven knows what on your phone. You need to be looking at that home. Be a professional, hop out of that car, put your, shoulders back, go grab your briefcase or your satchel, and then head to that front door with a smile on your face. As you're approaching the front door, you need to be lightly waving at the windows with a smile on your face. Do not be like looking like some creeper at their car windows and messing with everything. And there's some agents that do this. They walk up to the house and they're just like, do. The clients are watching you, okay? They are. You need to be on point when you're a face-to-face insurance agent. You walk up to that door like a professional, which you are, and you don't hit the doorbell, you knock, okay? If you're in an apartment complex, there's a peephole, right, ladies and gentlemen? When you're at that peephole, I'm gonna give you an added tip, okay, with the whole door knocking. Well, you've got that peephole, right? I want you staring at that peephole. You stare at that peephole and you smile. Knock, 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 just stare at that peephole. Yep, stare at it. Don't let your eyes off that peephole, so that when Mrs. Johnson or Mr. Johnson opens the door, you're like, hey, good morning, Mr. Johnson. I'm Jason. So good to meet you. Put your hand out and make that connection. Connection is important when you're doing face-to-face insurance, but they need to be looking at you, because when they stare at you through that peephole, they need to have you sitting there, okay, ready to go. I can't cure this, but I sure can smile. Okay, and I'm telling you, when you're looking at that people, they're judging you and they're getting a first impression of who you are. Are you a professional? Do they choose to open that door or do they choose not to? And you're going to get into so many more homes because first off, you didn't ding the doorbell. Okay, you knocked with authority, but you walked up to that home, you approached the door in the appropriate fashion. Approaching the homes appropriately will get you way more openings to get into the home, have more times where you sit down, present, and sell a product because they found value in what you brought to the table because of how you act and then how you transact once you're in the home. But they are watching you, ladies and gentlemen, and if I'm looking at a peephole at you, and you should be looking at that peephole and just smiling, waiting for that door to open. You should. That's a heck of a lot better than a lot of agents that, I know this goes without saying, but they're just like, ding dong, knock knock, hope it opens up. And you're just like staring off into the oblivion. This happens. I've seen this countless times with brand new agents that weren't taught these techniques. These techniques, I promise you, will get you into more homes. Deploy these techniques. It will be dynamically different. You're going to feel different. You're going to find that you're going to be more successful, more profitable, and you're going to be more palatable in the eyes of your consumer. And this is all about our consumer. Bring more value to them. So tip number 1, don't hit the ding dong button. Knock, knock, knock. Okay? You want to take your sales to the next level, please be knocking. All right? But tip number 2, please pay attention to your surroundings. Do not mess around in your car. Make sure you're right. Make sure you're tight. You do not get a second chance to make a positive first impression. And then when you're at that door, at that peephole, do not be playing around. Focus on the door. The power of the smile will take you that extra mile. I hope this video serves you and finds you well. Any of you face-to-face insurance agents, if you need any help at all, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. I appreciate you doing the good work. And you know what? You're enduring the smells. All right. Have a great day. Hope this helps.